All right, Juanitosville, welcome back to the shady side of town. We are here. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Boom Jewelry Designs, Jewelry Adventures. We do process tutorials, really just try to show the process and give off as much information and tips and tricks along the way. And sometimes we're still learning and discovering new ones. If you're already subscribed, welcome back, guys. We're here for another jewelry adventure. Today we're going to do while I have your attention, will you please hit like? Hit like, it helps the algorithm so that the channel continues to grow. Because, yeah, I'm trying to make the channel grow, friends, like all the big wigs out there. I want to be one of them. Oh, and you guys are part of that. So today, friends, we're going to do a commission piece. I don't know if it's going to be an art trade or if we're going to do just how that's going to work out yet. But I know that I am going to be making a ring today, and if you saw the thumbnail, you already know what I'm gonna make, but we're gonna go through that whole process. And I've never done anything quite like what I'm going to do, but you guys are gonna see how it's gonna pan out. Let's get started right away without any hesitation. Fine silver, square. This is a cut off of a piece of raw silver bullion that I had. It was cut off of this. And then I have this. This was one of these guys. And then I rolled it out like this. Probably it's 16 gauge, guys. 0.59 millimeters. Or is that 0.59 inch? Oh, that'd be like, oh, I don't know. I think this is inches. But that's not going to help our European friends. This is how thick it is, you guys can see. So today we're going to do an ornate ring. So part of it is design, guys. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a piece of paper. I'm going to use my graphite stirring stick. You guys probably didn't see that, but I got my graphite stirring stick, and then I just traced this. And I have this idea in mind. It goes like this. Well, first, let's figure out what we're going to make. This size 8. All right, size 8 right here on my handy dandy chart. Okay, we're 16 gauge. Size 8, 16 gauge, 16 gauge, 60.6 mil for size 8, 60.6 mil. Try to have 60.6, so we'll go 60. That's for a total ring, though. That's for a total ring. But we want for them to kind of come together. But how much? How much distance do we want separating one side? My instincts say right here, guys. That's what my instincts say. I should probably do this with a pencil in case I have to erase. So we trace that. How? Yeah, buddy. We're gonna have to finger that out. I think we're just gonna trace it just like you would if you were trying to tell your friends at school that you know how to draw, but you really don't. So you have to kind of cheat. Like, oh yeah, I can draw a perfect Spider-Man. No problem. Oh, buddy, let's go. Do you guys ever see my light table before? Are you impressed? Just like that. I know it looks kind of goofy now. These are shoddy, bro. I'm a terrible drawer. $52 mil. It was supposed to be 61, but I took a little bit of off because they're not going to meet to touch. Don't laugh at my hood flip-flops. I'm a hood. All right, you crazy kids. After a couple broken saw blades, this stuff's thick. This stuff is thick, friends. It looks pretty shady right now, but we're gonna fine-tune it. We're gonna fine-tune it. We're gonna do our best, guys. We're not mathematicians, but we did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night, so I think we're more capable than... Okay, guys, so look at that. Let's take a gander. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna fold up, and then we're gonna... But let's fine-tune this. I'm gonna spend some time filing with my favorite file. It's flat on one side, half round on the other side. I got these at Harbor Freight, and you can get a pack of needle files, and they work really well for silver, friends. So I'm just gonna spend some time here. This is very, very boring. I don't expect you to want to hang out with me. For this, I might use this guy. He's a bigger version of my favorite file, half and flat on one side. And I'll probably just go through and just kind of, and just use my instincts, look at the symmetry. I want for it to be as symmetrical as possible. Go, Johnny. Oh, we're just gonna see what we have. Make sure the roundies are round, the slopies are sloped. All right, friends, I'm back from my slip and slide party at my friend's house, my supermodel friends, hanging out with my bodybuilder buddies. We're just talking about pre-workout and reps. Reps and supersets is all we've been talking about over the past, and I'm tired of talking about bodybuilding. Let's get back to talking about jewelry, friends. So here I am. This is where I'm at. I got this. This is the inside. I did boom it. And we're going to, let me show you how I do this. So we're going to make this kind of want to hug. It's going to be almost like a signet ring. So we're going to get that right in that spot. We're going to use this bad boy. Hold it firm, and then we're going to hit it. Look at it. Sometimes it shifts a little bit. You got to be diligent. Okay. So that's the effect that we're looking for. We're getting close. Then we move to the smaller one. The smaller one, which is the next smaller one, is this one. There, you'll see I'm focusing really on the ends right here. I got a little bit of a bend in the middle. And this is what I'm thinking, guys. To hold that. This part is going to come up on this side. And hold it right here. But see, we still have a kind of a... The bend is not bendy enough. We're close, but it's still a little bit of a flare. Look at that. There's some space. Let's give it the old... This stone is from Anissa Silica Dreams on Instagram. Nissa Silica Dreams. She has great silicas, great turquoise. So we're going to bring this one in just a little bit more. Then right here, friends, I'm not going to front. I'm not going to give you bull junk. We're not here for the bull. You're not here for the bull junk. You guys are here for the real deal, friends. So we're going to do the real deal. This is going to affect this bend that I have here, and I'm fully aware of that, and I'm okay. So we're going to start right here on the rubber block. Get a nice bend symmetrically, and then we're going to think size 8. And I don't know how, but I think we're going to go like this. Size 8. Some of this is primitive, guys. Some of this is primitive because it has to be. Sometimes there's no... When you're fabricating, you're just trying to make your dreams come true, and you're really working to that end. Some of this stuff, guys, we're not sure. We're not sure about the ballpark. And I might not be sure about this one. We might have to figure it out, but this is size 8 right here, and this is where I want to be. And that looks very, very skeptical. Skeptically short. Dude. That is crazy short. That's not going to work. I'm going to have to go back and look at the millimeters. Yeah, that's... This stone... It can. I misjudged the distance that I was going to require to make my dreams come true. Or did I? This is part of the adventure, friends. We're not sure. Let's think. Let's use our brains, guys. Do we have the right tool? Yes, we do. We know we do. Where's the blue handle? The key right here, friends, is grab the outside, and you have to kind of force the issue. And it's not pretty, but if you can use something that's not going to mar the metal. Beep. Okay, we're there. But see how that bent more right there? And see how this one's kind of flat-ish? It still has the bend that we had earlier, but we're going to have to really force the issue. Be intentional and just say, tell yourself, meow. You can meow. You can meow. You don't have to bark if you're not a dog person. I'm a cat person, so I meow. I meow. 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 See that? And look at that, guys. And look at what that's going to look like. Right there. Look at that. Does that make your mom want to call you on Mother's Day? Oh, when your mom calls you on Mother's Day, you're doing good. All right, guys. I'm going to start working on the bezel wire for this. And I'm going to use fine silver for this. And I'm going to use about this much. I don't know. I'm just eyeballing it, how much I think I'm going to need. But I think if I roll this much silver, that'll be enough to make a bezel. And then I'm going to use sterling silver for the plate. I'm going to do another square wire of sterling, probably from this guy. Roll this into some square wire. Roll this into some thin wire that will be kind of like gallery wire. And I'll show you how we're going to do the bezel. It's going to be a series of jump rings, but they're not going to be regular jump rings, so you got to stick around. Dudes, I totally spaced out showing you guys. I rolled it to a wire. I did the circles on this side. I made a bunch of circles. Then I sawed the coil of fine silver, and now I'm just doing this number to get them round. Dude, I kind of left you guys out. I started bumping my Outlaw Country, and I was just like bumping. I was like, dang, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be recording this process. I've been doing so much jewelry lately without recording. All right, guys, so I have this. These are going to be my links. I'm going to put the seams next to each other like this. Fine silver, guys. And then with our stone, this is going to be the bezel. And one thing that I've learned to just try to get them as flat as you can is use your tool. That's going to be the bottom. Okay, I'm going to take this to the soldering block, and then we're going to fuse these. Okay, friends. Brought it quickly over here, and we're going to, starting over here. I'm paying attention between them to make sure they're loving each other. There is a little bit of articulation that's going to happen, guys. Okay. Moving down the line, moving down the line. Looking between where they touch. As soon as they touch and I see there's a connection, I pull off. And as I pull off, the connection continues. Sometimes, I'm not sure. Okay, I think we're good there. That one's a little hairy. Okay, we're good here. And we're good here. Okay. Okay, not too much. You don't want them to... Idealistically, I'm going to pick this up and it's going to be one piece. Okay, it's not one piece. There's two places, one place that I did not connect, and it's right here. So we're just gonna go back there. That was the place that I wasn't sure about, but I'd rather be less sure than more sure, because 1 degree of less sure, you're gonna melt something. It's gonna disfigure what you're doing. So we're gonna put a little pressure. I'm about to shoot my gun. I need some alcohol, tobacco, firearms. Call the ATF. No, I just don't care. I know it sounds like the radio, guys. I hope I don't get copyright stricken for that. But I know I sing good. Okay, there we go. There we go, guys. Breathe, breathe, blink, lick your lips. Swallow your cheek juice that you have in your mouth. Boom, right there, guys. That's a fine silver fuse along the line right there. How fun. Are you guys with me? Am I recording? I hope you guys saw that. This is going to be the bezel. And before we do that part, we're going to go ahead and do one more thing, and I'll take you guys to the other spot. We're going to stretch these out to make them ovals, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. I know, I got all the tricks. All right, guys. Right here, we have our this, and then I'm going to use these. I wanted to use my separator pliers, but they wouldn't fit in there. So we're going to go a little bit. See that? Ooh, that came apart. Okay, that's good to know. We got to know. This is information we got to know. We're going to keep going. If it comes apart, we know that we don't have a good... Okay, we got those a little bit longer. This guy is the outlier. Let's see if we can get him a little stretched. Okay. So really, I think with this one, this is the one that failed us, but I think if we use our no math way, boom, 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 boom. We don't need all that. So these two, I think we can go ahead and take off. So we're going to take these last two off. We'll put this in our... And because we fuse these, there's no solder. So this is still fine silver. We can still use this and put this in our fine silver container with all of our other fine silver. It's very high still. I got an idea. I'm going to roll this in the roller and I'll bring it back. Okay, a light roll. Got a little flatness there, if you can see in the light. A little bit of flatness, boys and girls. A little bit of flatness. And we got a little height added to that. So now we're going to file. Here we go right here. This is the bottom of the bezel, friends, so everything needs to touch. So we're looking at that. See that flatness? You can see the shimmer of light indicating the flatness on the bottom of every single one of these. And this is going to sit on a ring. That's going to be the bezel. We're going to start making that ring now, and we're going to do that with this. So I'm going to roll this into some square wire, but a little bit bigger and then a little bit flatter. Makes it basically rectangle wire. I'll do that, and I'll bring you guys right back. I'm going to go to the rolling mill and just roll it into square wire until I get the thickness that I want square wise, and then I'll roll it to the flat end of it and then get it to kind of level out into a rectangle wire. It's a process, friends, but it's very simple, but it's just one step at a time, guys. Be patient, breathe deep, lick your lips, drink some water, and stretch once in a while. You know, go. You don't have to pee in your Pamper or your Huggy. I don't judge what your brand is, but you don't have to always just depend on your pull-up. You can actually go use the toilet. Take a break, you know. We're going to find out. We're going to try tomorrow, guys. I'm going to take a break. I need to get some shut-eye. I've been making jewelry all day. I love it, and I just can be out here. I probably never sleep, never drink any water, never go to the bathroom, just pee in my Huggy, you know. But we gotta do our thing. We gotta go to recharge the batteries, friends, and drink plenty of water. All right, guys, we're back in the spot. It's a different day, and then I got this fork prong just off of one of these forks. Got this fork prong I'm gonna put in my roller. I'm gonna make some square wire, and then we're gonna use this as the bed for the bezel. And then this moonstone is gonna sit right on that bed. So I'm gonna roll this out, and it's just for funsies. Let's see how much this rolls out to. We are at 55 millimeters. And let's see where we are when we're done. All right, compadres. I'm not trying to get too far ahead, but right here, we got 85 mil. We got it out to 85 mil. And then I started doing this number on the edge. Can you guys see that on the edge? And this is a technique that I've done quite a bit, and I really enjoy it. I just use this part of my peen hammer thing and just go beep. On this, I'm just going to do the outside of it because I'm going to anneal this, and then I'm going to loop this around into a circle, and it's basically going to look like this, guys. Boom. And this is going to be the outside of it, and then the stone is going to fit in here like this, and this is going to sit on top. Can you see that? It's going to go around. It's going to sit on top, so that the energy of the moonstone will go into the wearer, into the finger. For hippie reasons, of course. So I'm going to work on this, and look how cool that texture is. And we put sulfur in it, it's really going to hold on to that sulfur really nice in there, and the high points are going to be nice and polished. All right, we're moving along, guys. I have this piece right here. This is the thing you got to think about when you're doing this, is you don't want for it to be too big, or else the bezel, it's gonna rock like that inside your bezel, and you're never going to get it to sit still. So we want for it to fit as tight as we can of it, because you got to have enough space here to put this. So yeah, you want to see a little bit. Okay, I'm learning too, guys. I'm learning too. So I want this to be just a little bit bigger. See, about that much space around the whole thing. That's what we want, ideally. Still a little wider. Still needs to be a little fatter. So another technique I just thought of just now, I wonder if this will work, is to put this in here like this. You've seen these guys before. You squeeze and they open. So we're going to go right here. Squeeze. Oh, that was the perfect tool for that, guys. Okay, let's go. Yes. I think we're in the game, friends. We're in the game. Okay. Now that joint needs to be fine-tuned, but we're gonna mock. I think we're in the money, friends. I think we're in the money. All right, I'm gonna clean this up, get this soldered, probably with hard solder, like a regular bezel bottom, and yeah. Real quick, like, friends, we're just gonna get this done. Put that piece of hard solder, gray bowl hard solder, blue bowl medium solder. That's the way I keep them separated, friends. Just like so. That's what I want, guys. That's exactly what I want. Sometimes there's just one little piece, one piece of wiggle, and that's all you need. All right, rocket surgeons, we are here, and we are going to do, just give it the like a regular bezel. This is quite thicker than a regular bezel. I'm guessing this is probably about 18 gauge. But I'm hoping that this is going to be easy to bend around. Might not be easy to bend around. Sometimes if they're thick like this, guys, you have to kind of finger finagle a little bit. And instead of finger finagling, I'm gonna plier finagle. Okay, well, so let's finger finagle. Okay. Oh, dude, that's gonna work. It's gonna be right on that seam right here, friends. See this seam right here? It's gonna. Okay. Sometimes the jewelry gods are smiling upon us, friends, and sometimes they're not. Instead of sawing it, I'm just gonna cut it. I think I can cut this. Yes, I can. Okay, without getting my big old hair in the way, let's see if we're looking like we're about right there. We're close, guys. Better probably bring this end in, file a little bit. Then we're going to put this on this, and our dreams will be coming true. All right, guys, just to fill you guys in, I'm taking the top part of this, the crown, off. The roundies. I'm taking those, I'm sawing those off all the way around. It's pretty boring. I'm just trying not to cut my fingers. It's just basically like this, guys. Just gonna cut the whole top off. All right, guys, I cleaned it up with the file. It still has more work to do. I put it on that ring, and I put solder for my friends in Europe. I put solder on the top of the ring, and then I just put the gallery wire on top of that. And it's a pretty decent fit. I'm gonna have to clean up a little bit just to kind of file this fine tune, but I'm just gonna give it this number. Get it all happy together. I can see some solder run on that bottom piece. Medium solder. Okay, I see some action. Okay, I think I got it a little bit, but just to be careful, to be sure, I'm going to heat it from the bottom. Flip it over. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sure everything's touching. Got plenty of solder on there, so it should be sitting pretty. Let's take a look. So you guys don't think I'm phony baloney, man. I want to give you guys the bull junk. But see that where I'm talking about, where it kind of came over right there? It's a little bit protruding over the edge of the ring. On this side it's flush, on this side it's a little protruding. But we'll I'll get my needle nose file, and this, or not needle nose, but needle file, and just get like that and get it nice and smooth without taking out the texture underneath. So I'll be very careful when I do that. I'm mostly focusing on the gallery wire, not on the face. All right, hermits, we are making progress right here. Oh, I'm so excited. We're getting to this point where we're going to attach the crown to the shank, size 8. And for this job, I'm going to go medium solder. I did flux. All the pieces are forever pieces, guys. Okay, you guys can see that. We're going to go ahead and tin. Spread it like cake frosting right along the edge. I used my sander, and then I filed to get it nice flat, and then I mocked it up with the the shank or with the crown, and I think we're good. So just move that on this side now. Feather, move pretty fast. Okay, good. Boom. First I'm going to quench this so I can just one more time size it. Make sure that my size is size 8 because this is kind of the end. I'm not going to be able to adjust this again. We got the 8 right in the middle. Let's flip it the other side. Rotation. And then we're going to set this with the solder. And then I'm going to rotate this and look at it. I'm going to be looking to make sure that we're kind of a healthy flame here, friends. We're going to cook that flux off. Fine silver gallery wire rolled from ingot. This entire piece was made out of silverware. See that? See that? See that? Okay. Yes, yes, amigos. We are nice. We are nice. We'll look. We'll look. But we're gonna go right here. Looking there. Looking there. Wow, guys, that is bossy. She said that he has kind of small fingers, but I don't know how to make this ring small. That's a size 8. Our 8 is right there inside, so we're sitting around 8. It can be adjusted because it does have a little bit of that slope, but my pinky is at 8. All right, let's put in the acid. Let's start cleaning it up and get ready to land this plane. Alrighty, Juanitosville, we are at the spot here. I want to take a quick look at that. Oh yeah, buddy. It's gonna sit right in there. Still some cleanup to do, a little bit of shaping. I'm gonna round these really nice. So this is the first time I've ever done a project quite like this, and it was a lot of fun. Guys, if this had any value to you, please hit subscribe. Come back for another jewelry adventure. We're always doing something silly over here, trying to make our dreams come true, our jewelry dreams. And if you want to add me on IG, Instagram, go to boomjewelrydesigns at boomjewelrydesigns on Instagram. If you add me up, I'll follow. If you follow me, I'll follow you back and see what you're working on, and we can share ideas, share inspiration, inspire each other, challenge each other maybe, and then we can also create community where we can use each other for resources, ideas, places to get stuff. If you're working with a product that somebody wants to say, I want to try that, and you guys can talk to each other. You know, Instagram is a really good place to be able to communicate and build more community. Music video debut for this piece coming up right after this. Oh yeah, and if you forgot to hit like on your way in, please hit like on the way out. I'm trying to get as many likes as I can so the channel can continue to grow. We can reach more people and share these processes, the tutorials, and just the adventures of Boom Jewelry Designs, guys. You know who it is, you know what it is. It's Benny. I'm out. Peace.